Good morning to everybody. Dear students, how are you? I hope you are fine by the grace of Almighty Allah. I am also fine by His blessing. Now, my dear students, at first I would like to introduce with you me. In class presentation today, I am here with you, Muhammad Abu Shahem Mullah, English teacher, Gajbari Modern Academy, Kanaigarh, Sylhet. Dear friends, this is English grammar class or English second paper class. Today, I would like to discuss with you on topics. The topics take question. This question is placed in your question paper, question number 9, and marks carry 5. If you want to get full credit or full marks, if you be more careful it, I believe if you be a little more careful, you get full marks. Now, dear students, we start our class. Look on the blackboard. He is Fahad. Isn't he? Dear students, I write a statement on the board. He is Fahad. And then, isn't he? I have added something at the end of the sentence. I have added something at the end of the sentence, that is isn't. So you find a question is a short form of question which is added at the end of a statement. Now the definition, I repeat again. He is Fahad. Isn't he? I have added something after the statement, that is isn't, and it is tag. Tag means adding something with other. Tag means adding something with other. So here isn't, I have added. Now, dear student, is it clear to you? Definition. A tag question. A tag question is a question which is used at the end of a statement to get the support from the listeners. Now, dear students, look, I have written the definition on the board. Definition: a tag question is a question which is used at the end of a statement to get the support from the listeners. Dear friends, when we make conversation, we add a short question at the sentence after the sentence to get the recognition from the listener. So, is it clear to you? Tag question is a question which is used at the end of a statement to get the support from the listener. Dear friends, here statement I indicate the sentence. Statement I indicate the sentence. Do you understand? Now, I have to clean the board to go to the next item. Dear friends, look how form the tag question at the sentence. You can easy form the tag question. You know, the assertive sentence is of two types. Number one, affirmative, and number two, negative. So, you can form the tag in two ways, in positive and in negative. Look, positive statement is statement, negative text, and negative statement affirmative tag. Dear students, only two ways. Number one, positive statement negative tag, and negative statement affirmative tag. Dear students, I have to clean the board to write something. Now I write against the sentence. Again the sentence. He is a good boy. Isn't he? And he is a not good boy. Here is he. Dear learners, look, he is a good boy. It is affirmative sentence. It is affirmative sentence, and tag I use negative, isn't he? And the next statement, he is not a good boy, is he? This is affirmative tag. So you understand if in the sentence you find any no or not, you make tag in affirmative. You make tag in affirmative. And if you do not have find any negative words in the sentence, you make the tag in negative sense. So affirmative statement, negative tag, and negative statement, affirmative tag. Dear friends, is it clear to you? Oh, thanks. Now I would like to structure two structure. Number one, given sentence or statement, given statement plus comma plus auxiliary plus auxiliary or operator plus n apostrophe t, that means short form or not, that means short form of not, plus subject pronoun যোগ plus question mark. Do you see clearly the board? Given statement plus comma plus auxiliary or operator plus subject pronoun. Dear learners, bear in mind, you always the subject of tag question must be pronoun of the given sentence, and number 2, this structure you will use in affirmative statement. And number 2, given statement plus comma plus operator plus subject plus question mark. This is used in negative sentence or negative statement. Dear students, at first given statement I indicate he is a not good boy. This is given statement or sentence and this is comma. Now I repeat again, you make tag in 2 ways, in positive and negative. Positive sentence negative tag, and negative sentence affirmative tag. Now dear students, I use operator and short form of not. Now I would like to show you some operator and the contact form which is used in the tag question. Okay, dear students, have you written what I have written on the board? Dear students, I have to clean the board. Now look, Fahad is a good boy. I discuss a simple matter. This is Fahad is noun, but you have to use the subject of tag question, its pronoun, that means Fahad pronoun. Isn't he? Do you clear, learners? Though I use subject noun, but in the tag question I use its pronoun. Bear in mind, you always have to use the pronoun of the subject. Now contact form of some operator. Dear learners, you know auxiliary verb is of 4 types. Number 1, verb to be. Number 2, verb to have. Number 3, models. Or C, auxiliary. Auxiliary. Number 1, verb to be. Am, is, are, was, were. Dear learners, I write this to understand you. The operator. Number 2, verb to do. Do, does, and did. Number 3, verb to have. Have, has, had. Number 4, modals. Number 4, modals or defective verb. Number 3, modals. The can, could, may, might. Dear learners, do you understand what I write on the board? If not, please comment on my account. Now, I would like to give some idea about auxiliary verb because we use this auxiliary or operator to make tag question, and this operator help you to make tag question in easy way. Auxiliary verb, dear friends, you know auxiliary verb only 4 types: verb to be, verb to do, verb to have, and modals. Verb to be, verb to do, verb to have, and modals. Am, is, are, was, were. Now, dear learners, read with me. Am, is, are, was, were. Do, does, did. Have, has, had. Can, could, may, might. These are operator. Now we see how can we use it in tag question. Dear learners, I have to clean the board. Number 1, operator. Negative, contraction, negative contraction. Am, aren't. Is, isn't. Are, aren't. Have, past tense. Was, wasn't. Were, weren't. Dear friends, this is verb to be, and if you find in the sentence only am, it must replace by aren't, and all you have to use the subject. Aren't plus subject, isn't plus subject, wasn't plus subject, were not plus subject. Then have, haven't, has, hasn't, had, hadn't. Dear learners, have you written? Am, aren't. Is, isn't. Are, aren't. Was, wasn't. Were, weren't. Have, haven't. Has, hasn't. hadn't. Now, I would like to clean the board. Right. Dear friends, now modals can, can't, shall, shan't, will, won't. Dear learners, look. Can, not. This is the long form. And short form can't. CAN apostrophe T and N apostrophe T. The short form of not NT. N apostrophe T. Is it clear to you? Dear friends, look, this is very important because here you find new things. That means can't. Spelling, you must look the spelling. Can't, shan't, won't. Can't, shan't, won't. Now, must, not, mustn't. May, meant, should, shouldn't. Dear friends, do you understand my handwriting? Now I read out again. Can, can't, shall, shan't, will, won't, must, not, may, meant, should, shouldn't. And I indicate cannot, can't. This is the long form and this is the short form. And not, the short form of not. Now I would like to clean the board. Odd, dear student, odd. Pronunciation odd, oddn't, oddn't. OUGHT, ought, not. Ought, odd not, ought not. Dear students, look, this operator help you to make tag question. Now I show you some example. I am a teacher. Dear friends, I would like to discuss about the important point in today's class. I am a teacher. Here, look, this is a affirmative sentence, and here contains am modals. So I showed you am. M is equal to aren't. M is equal to aren't. Now you have to write subject. Here subject I, the pronoun I. Look, here subject the I. M is equal to aren't. I should before. M is equal to aren't. And you have to set not, because this is affirmative sentence. I said you in affirmative sentence question tag negative, and in negative sentence question tag affirmative, and subject I. Okay, aren't I? I am a teacher, aren't I? Look, Dear students, is it clear to you? I believe if you follow me, you can understand it easily, and I believe you can get full credit in the examination. Now, dear students, I am not a teacher. I am not a teacher. I am not a teacher. Here am I. In affirmative contraction or modals may be unchanged. In affirmative sentence, auxiliary or operators remain unchanged. Dear students, is it clear to you? In affirmative sentence, auxiliary remain unchanged. That is, I am not a teacher. This is negative sentence. So the auxiliary am remain unchanged. Is it clear to you? Dear students, now I would like to clean the board. Dear students, I would like to focus on subject, how to use the subject, the important use of subject. Before that, I want to show you without auxiliary verb how to make you the operator, that without auxiliary, that means operator, that means operator, without operator. Look, dear friends, my mother cooks meal well. Here she teaches, teaches us Bangla. We play football. He went to market yesterday. Dear learners, look carefully all the sentence. My mother cooks meal well. Here cook is verb, and then teaches. Teach is a verb, and play is a verb, and went also is a verb. My dear students, have you noticed which form of verb I use in the sentences or statement? Now look, my mother cooks meal. This is the first sentence, cook. It is the verb form 1. It is the verb form 1. It is the verb form 1. You know, every verb has two forms, such as go, went. Dear students, I have to clean this side to write or indicate the form of verb. Go, went, and gone. I indicate this verb 1, and this verb 2, and this verb 3. Now you have an idea about verb 1, verb 2, and verb 3. Verb 1, verb 2, verb 3. Now cooks, it is verb 1. Cook, it is verb 1. And teach, it is verb 1. And play, it is verb 1. But there are some difference. Look, cook plus s, teach plus es. After the transitive verb, I use s or es. S or es. Do you understand, my dear student? Is it clear to you? Verb 1 plus s, verb 1 plus es. Now you have to remember three formula. Look, verb plus s, verb plus es, verb plus ies. If you find that three structure, verb plus s, verb plus es, verb plus ies, you may use as operator doesn't or does. Doesn't or does. If you find in the sentence verb plus s, verb plus es, verb plus is, doesn't or does. Is it clear to you, dear friends? If you be more careful, you can. If you try, you can. I believe it. Try to realize. Now I repeat again. Verb s, verb es, verb is. You may use doesn't or does as operator. Doesn't, does. Verb s, verb es, doesn't or does. Now the answer, doesn't she, my mother. Now I write answer doesn't she. Well, doesn't she. Dear friends, you know the given sentence may unchanged, and you must use, if you find three formula, verb s, verb es, verb is, doesn't or does. And number 2, next, same, doesn't she, because here the verb teach is added es. So if you find the verb in the sentence with s, es and is, you may use doesn't or does. Now, my dear friends, I would like to clean the board to write something. Here, the next sentence, play. We play football. Dear learners, play is also verb number 1. Play is also verb number 1. But this is the base form. Do you understand? Play, base form. Without s, es, is. If you find any base form of verb in the sentence, you may use the operator as don't or do. We play football, the base form. If the verb is base form in the sentence, you may use don't or do. Now the answer, don't we. Is it clear to you? Are you follow me, my dear students? I believe you follow me. So, thank you. Thanks you very much. And I suggest you be more careful. I indicate you, if you find the base form of verb, you may use the operator don't or do, negative don't and affirmative do. Dear friends, the next, do you understand what I indicate to you? Here you find a verb went. Do you know which form of this? This is the verb form 2. That means past indefinite. If you find the verb number 2, you may use didn't or did. You may use didn't or did. So the answer, didn't he. Dear friends, is it clear to you? But now the fact, how you identify it is verb 2. Look on the blackboard. ST, NT, NED, only D, IED, and change of vowel you may consider as the past tense. ST, NT, NED, DIED, change of vowel. You may consider this is verb form 2 or past form, and you use didn't or did. Dear friends, is it clear to you? Now, I have to show you a different sentence. A barking dog seldom bites. Dear friends, write the answer of the sentence in your notebook. Right. Now, check the answer with me. Does it? Okay, my friend. Have you seen the correct answer? Here, I say you, if the sentence is affirmative, you may use tag in negative. This sentence is seem to be affirmative to you, but this is negative. The sentence indicates the negative meaning because here seldom, an adverb is used, and this adverb always indicate the negative meaning. Do you understand? If you find any negative adverb or negative word in the sentence, you must use tag affirmative. Now, I would like to show you some tough adverb or word which is used in the tag question mostly. Dear friends, write on your notebook. Number 1, no, none, never, not, neither, rare, rarely, badly, seldom, hardly, hardly, little, few, and to. Dear learners, write this word in your notebook, and if you want, you can you memorize now in this moment. No, none, never, not, neither. Rare, rarely, badly, seldom, hardly, little, few, two. If you find this such a word in the sentence, you may use the tag in negative. You may use tag in negative. Do you understand, my dear students? Now, read out with me. No, none, never, not. Neither, rare, rarely, badly, seldom, hardly, little, few, two. Now, again, two, few, little, badly, seldom, hardly, badly, and rare, neither, not, never, none, no.
স্টুডেন্টের এই ওয়ার্ড থাকলে কি নোট হয় না স্যার?
Yes, my dear students, in this in your given sentence, if you find some word or like this word, you don't use the negative tag, you always use the affirmative tag. Do you clear to you? Now I repeat it again. No, none, never, not, neither, rare, rarely, badly, seldom, hardly, little, few, two. My dear students, do you understand my handwriting? If not, please comment in the next class. Now I want to clean the board to go the next. Dear students, right, this is very important. Fahad, not I, is going to the party. Fahad, not I, is going to the party. Dear students, look very carefully the sentence. Do you gauge how many sentences in this one sentence included? Dear students, here you find two sentences. That means I am not going to the party and Fahad is going to the party. In this sentence, here you find two part or two portion. Number one, affirmative part. Number two, negative part. Number one, affirmative part. Number two, negative part. Dear students, bear in mind, negative part, the negative portion of sentence always be avoided. Negative portion of sentence always be avoided. So you make tag from Fahad. You may tag from Fahad and Fahad. Do you understand? If, dear students, you find such type of sentence, you must use the tag from affirmative portion, from the affirmative portion. So the answer may be isn't he. Do you clear, my dear students? Now I have I want to go the complex sentence. My dear students, are you follow me? I believe you follow me. Thank for watching. Dear students, look, she studies more so that she can do well in the exam. Dear learners, look, she studies more so that she can do well in the exam. My beloved students, you know, in a complex sentence, there must be two or more clauses. A complex sentence contains two or more clauses. Now, she studies more. This is the principal clause. This is the main clause or principal clause. This is the principal clause. And she can do well. Subordinate clause. Subordinate clause. Is it clear to you, dear students? Principal clause or main clause, subordinate clause or dependent clause. Now the fact, my beloved students, bear in mind, you have to use the tag from the principal clause. You make the tag question from the principal clause, and the subordinate clause always be avoided, and subordinate clause always be avoided. Now the answer, doesn't she. Now dear students, is it clear to you? It is very important to you, the complex sentence. Do you consider it tough? No. Dear students, be careful and listen to. If you try, you can. I believe it. Now, I repeat it again. In complex sentence, tag must be used from the principal clause. Now, how you can identify the sentence complex or not? Look the board. Show that I use a conjunction. It is subordinate conjunction. And you remember, every subordinate clause contains subordinating conjunction. Every subordinate clause contains subordinating conjunction. Now, I would like to show you some subordinate conjunction. Right, my dear students, if, unless, since, as, because, that, which, what, why, though, although. Now, you find this conjunction mostly used in the sentence if, unless, since, as, because, that, though, which, what, why, although. Dear students, now I repeat it again. If, unless, since, as, because, that, which, what, why, though, although. Now I indicate two conjunction. If and that is mostly used in the question. If and that. My dear students, is it clear to you? If you find any word in the sentence is include with the clause, you may avoid that clause, and that clause may be consider you the subordinate clause. My dear students, have you written? Thanks. Now I show you a different things, and I suggest you to follow and watch it very carefully. Now, dear students, I hope you will do better in the exam. Dear students, look this sentence very carefully and find out if there is any conjunction. I hope you will do better in the exam. This is complex sentence, and any conjunction is not used in this sentence. Is it clear to you? It is a complex sentence without conjunction. If you find any complex sentence without conjunction, you may use the question from the next clause. That I mean, you will do better in the exam. You make the question from this portion. Now, my dear students, I hope you will do better in the exam. Now answer. Won't you? Is it clear to you? It is very important, my dear students. Please remember this theory or this rule. Dear students, I would like to go next discussion on special use of subject. Special use of subject. Dear students, you may fall in hesitation to find out the subject and use the pronoun. Look, and you may find different person in one sentence. Then how will you form, or do you form the tag question? Look this very carefully. Reva and Jeva went to market yesterday. Now, here you find Reva and Jeva third person. Here you find the subject Reva and Jeva, and they are third person. If you find the two or more third person in sentence, you must use the subject of the question they. You must use they of the subject of text question. You must use they of the subject of text question. So I write the answer didn't they. Dear students, is it clear to you? If you find two or more third person in one sentence or in a sentence, you may use the subject of the question they. You may use the subject of they in lieu of Reba and Jeva. Dear students, do you understand? Now, next. You, he, and I went home together yesterday. Now, dear students, look, here I use you second person, he third person, I first person in one sentence. Look, if you find all the three persons in one sentence, you must use the subject of text question we. The text question we. So, I write the answer didn't we. Dear students, do you clear? Is it clear to you? It is very important. If all the three persons are included in one sentence, you must use the subject of the question we. The subject of the question we. Dear students, be careful and listen to. If three persons are included in one sentence, we have to use we as the subject of the question. Now, I would like to write next. Dear students, she and I went home together. Now, look, she third person and I first person. Here I indicate you 3 plus 1, and you must use also we. Didn't we. If you find in any sentence third person and first person, that means third and one, you must use the pronoun of text question we. Is it clear to you, dear friends? Now, look, you and she went to home together. Dear friends, you and she, that second person and third person, that means two and third. So you can use you can use you. Didn't you. My dear student, is it clear to you? 2 and 3, you use you. Dear students, now I would clean the board to focus on some special item look, that he is honest is known to all. Dear students, I try to finish within few minutes, but I have to discuss all the items in one class, but it's impossible. So sorry, and I would like to discuss the next class the rest items or discussion. Now that he is honest, it is close. So each operator isn't it. The because of right. If you find this, that gerund infinitive this that gerund infinitive and clause it. If you find any this that gerund infinitive clause such type of word or clause in a sentence, you may use the subject of that question it. Now dear students, I hope that you remain well until my next class, and that question the future or next class. Dear students, if you find any benefit in the class or information or important information, please share so that the other students can study. Thank you very much.